Hi Libra, welcome to your quantum reading. This is for Libra Sun Moon Rising. Welcome to my cross watchers. Cross watcher, you could be dealing with a Libra. Message could be for you. Take it however it resonates with you and your situation. Keep in mind these are general and timeless readings. All my information down below in the description box. You can check out my website link, Instagram. And thank you guys so much for being here, for all your support. I appreciate it so much. Let's go ahead and dive in. Maybe. Get these cards. Ooh. Hello. Okay, yeah. All right, Libra. So you are kind of in the strength card energy right now, because change could be coming. Look, even this has like a map on the background. But yeah, you're just having to stay strong and courageous as change takes place for you, or the change that you're wanting to make. Yeah, you might, maybe there's a bit of an unknown aspect to it with the courage card. Maybe you still don't know what a lot of the change is going to look like, but you do know that you're headed in the direction of some kind of significant change. So it's like you could be, maybe you're preparing for it. Let's see here. You got primordial. That is interesting. Okay. I'm going to take this top card because it just was kind of singled out. Okay. Let's see. Where did my... Okay. Primordial and the sageness. This almost feels like two aspects, because this is an archetypal development that's taking place, obviously. So the primordial feels almost like an animalistic nature. It's almost like the reptilian brain. I know that that's going to sound very off, maybe different, but that primordial, that's the kind of stuff that I think of when I associate it with. It's like very primal instincts, you know? And I think that's coming up in this particular situation. Maybe this is a bit of fight, flight, freeze response, or like, you know, and you're using sageness. Maybe there's a cleansing aspect of this that's happening in your life. Because look at all the growth here. This looks a little barren, and you have this sageness which has growth and fertility coming into it. But that might even exist somewhere in the environment. You might have possibly some kind of a sage energy that maybe has gone through this transition, and there could be something there that you're looking up to this energy for guidance or something like that. It's about the change that's taking place. So let's see. Wow, that's so crazy. This just came out in Scorpio. So you have the stratopause. This is a legit transition. So you're moving from one place to the other. So there could be a pause here when you have to make a decision, because this is a very legit reading. So we have matter. Oh, okay. Very fascinating. This is way too many cards, but I think I'll take them. This is probably just going to be a really freaking long reading. Okay, so we have... Okay, that's going to be somewhere in the mix, all right? Because it's almost like there's something going on in your situation where you feel like the environment or relationships or situations keep causing these primal instincts. And that might be more, like I said, associated to the reptilian brain. So you're planning a change. There's a definite transition here. And I feel like something is coming in. This is like particles, okay? Because this matter feels very tangible. Okay, what the freaking heck? So, oh, and there's the retrograde here. Look at that. Wow. So it's almost like whatever is going on with it in your thoughts, it will probably solidify into matter, and you will probably more than likely see it play out in the retrograde, just FYI. Okay, you have these solar flares that keep coming in. This almost looks like little fires that keep having to be put out, and then you have the cell, and then golden hour. Okay, this is such a beautiful energy, because I can see that things might feel kind of crazy, okay? I think it's very important for you to get very clear about what you are creating at this time, because I think the retrograde coming up is when you're going to see something where it's almost like you're trying to solidify something by the time the retrograde comes. Because this matter is like you're putting something tangible together so that you will feel very stable, and like the retrograde is kind of smooth, because maybe there will be some past energies that will resurface during the next retrograde, which I believe begins on April 21st. Not also to take into consideration the freaking pre-shadow. But something is changing, and I feel like the change will be before the retrograde, because you're like solidifying something before the retrograde comes, okay? Because that's when you're going to see quite a few things play out, especially if things were a little untangible. So these solar flares that kept coming in, they could have been helping you in a very strange way, but you've got the transition will happen before. The stratosphere is almost like there's a change coming up from this primordial energy, and something else is solidifying, and it's from you doing some kind of vibrational work. And then you have over here, this is going to be so random, but you have the cell and golden hour, which is like photons from the sunset. So you might want to take a look at, like, look to the horizon, because it's something about the cellular, you know, like getting the electrons that you need. Sorry, not the electrons. Your electrons getting the photons that they need for some kind of electrical dynamic to shift and take place for you to come into this energy. I know that sounds very vague, but I'm being very legit. Like, you can even look up Andrew Huberman. He talks about all the benefits of like sunrise and sunset energy, and it's almost like, I think that will calm you down or help you with these solar flares that keep coming in and causing like a flare up of your energy. Keeps like causing these transformations. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Wow, you have the sun energy, freaking Libra. Wow. So yeah, positive energy comes in, especially when the sun comes in. You get all this clarification, you have all this illumination, and you might feel very positive and optimistic, almost like you can handle anything, and that you can even take on the changes that need to take place. Because I think that you have this wisdom coming in with the sageness on how to handle the transitions that are coming for you. Yeah, there's even right there, Six of Swords. Look, don't go by the reading. I'm not telling you guys to get up and pack up and leave or anything, but this is such a straight up message. There's something new formulating in your reality with the Page of Pentacles. This could be a new business venture, new lay of land. There's just something about your brain needs to be active at this time, Libra, almost like learning new things, or like you need to get incorporated in a new project or something like that, because it's going to keep your mind very active, and it also helps you to stay very positive and optimistic. Oh. Okay. Wow, I kind of love this. Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups. That's like the recent energy. It's kind of funny though, because you have the Six of Swords. It's like, I think that there's a person here, possibly has a romantic interest, but I don't know if you keep going back to them, Libra. Why? I don't know. I think that something emotional about this. Huh. But there is something positive about this energy. Let me keep pulling. So you have the Hermit card, and these came in together. I'm going to keep them together. So it's showing me that there was an energy here that you're either in introspection about this offer that's come forward towards you. If someone has kind of expressed some kind of emotional interest in some way, whatever way that's talking about, it could have been that that person was in a hermit mode for a while, like didn't really make themselves known because they could have been letting things sit with them. But the Hermit card is kind of saying, like, once this comes forward, you might take some time to introspect on it. I don't think that's a bad thing, but you guys do whatever you want. You have the Six of Wands. receiving attention, getting recognition. You have the Page of Swords, the Chariot. I love when these come in together. Every time it does, it cracks me up because it's kind of like going into chaos and then going back out. Like you keep going through this. I don't know if there's like things that you need to take care of, because the Page of Pentacles keeps saying like you're making progress in a particular direction on something tangible. Like there's physical, tangible things that you need to take care of, but you're preparing. See how you also have like a child there? An energy that you're carrying with you? That's interesting. Because I think that, look, you could have gone through these recent lessons and now you're moving into this place of harmony. And I feel like there's a glimpse of where your victory is with the Six of Wands. Okay? That could have made itself apparent in some way. And then you've got the Seven of Cups. I almost feel like this is a realization about what has been keeping you either in procrastination mode, or that you feel like there's an energy that is caught up in an illusion, or you might be realizing that here. So we have the Chariot. Look how this came in. The Chariot, the Two of Cups, and there's the Justice right there. Some of you guys might be moving toward a particular person. I wouldn't be surprised at all if that was coming in. There's like this huge transition that's taking place. And I think that you are moving toward a connection. Some of you guys, it could be with a Cancer. Whoa. Sorry, Libra. I was like taking a second to like really fill this out. So it feels almost like that you're keeping something on the down low, as far as maybe you're trying not to disturb like other energies, especially if you've been moving beyond some kind of energy where you feel like there's lack of trust or communication. And so you could be moving out of that situation, because the Sun card might be some kind of illumination, you know, and you might be raising your vibration in this way. You could be focusing a lot on that at this time and building. It's almost like you're using positive energy at this time. See, with the Cell and the Golden Hour, there could be something about the energy that you're putting together at this time. And something tangible is starting to formulate here. And I feel like it's in this perfect timing kind of thing that you're going to be able to make a change. What was the beginning? What was that beginning card again? Courage. Yeah. Yeah, so you'll probably like... Look, so you know that typical saying, courage doesn't mean that, you know, it's not the lack or an absence of fear. So like think about that. To me, I know this is going to sound super woo-hooey and weird, but I was on this kick for a while in Harry Potter, and a lot of the times I do bring it up because I feel like there's a lot of symbolism in it that can be related to like these dynamics and power struggles that we're going through in this day and age, you know, like these empath, you know, I'm not even going to say the N word because I'm sick of talking about it, honestly, but there's this thing that's taking place. And okay, what was I getting at? Oh yes, I've been thinking a lot about when you go to elevate your energy, and this process might come up for you, Libra, where you're finally moving beyond a fear because you want this growth. There's something about you that is in this Page of Swords and Page of Pentacles energy that is like You want more experience, or you want more education or knowledge in a particular area. Like, that's just the expansion that's wanting more within you. And a situation could be coming up. It could be also connected to another person. Maybe you want to be closer to this person. The justice is truth also that's going to be coming into the situation. But I think that you're receiving attention. You could have received it from being in the spotlight in some way. Someone could have come forward towards you. And I think that this is all kind of down low or hidden, or this emotional interest, okay? It's more internalized. There's not a whole lot happening yet, mainly because some of you guys, there could be a distance here. And that could be that you don't want to do anything long distance, because long distance things, I really don't know of one that works out. That's not to say that they don't, but it's like a little bit more rare. So it's almost like something tangible needs to be a little bit more present for something to really take place. Second of all, I don't think that, especially for those of you that are feminines don't chase. But there's a reciprocal energy of both inclusion, like both coming together. That's a different story. But the other thing, going back to the Harry Potter reference, sorry, I jump around. So the Harry Potter thing, I was thinking a lot about how the courage aspect is where you almost metaphorically are hunting Horcruxes. There's almost like these little energetic pieces, and I really do feel like this is something ancestral too, that there's specific people that can reach out to you, and there's something significant about emotional experiences that have been passed down ancestrally. And when you go into that interaction, you go through this huge emotional, like this solar flare almost feels like that too, that this is an ignition for you to make a transition in your experience, Libra. And so when you actually do that, when you go forward towards it, something is becoming tangible here with the Matter and the Page of Pentacles, where you're actually like putting something together to make this very real for yourself. And the courage part is when you're gonna have this experience. You know how when they're hunting Horcruxes, when like Ron's worst nightmare comes up, where like Harry and Hermione have this thing for each other and he's got to like confront his own fear. That's very legit. Now, and I'm really back and forth on whether you actually, like, you're projecting the experience on people that you're surrounded by, or if they are energetically actually doing the behaviors that are toxic to something traumatic that you went through, and you're like going through the emotions in that experience and having to develop this archetypal sageness about you to move through the energy rather than going back into the unconscious. Because that's where the courage aspect comes in, where your level of expansion is tied, like you moving beyond a fear and moving into this courage energy. That's what this change is all about. I think that that's coming into play. And you might be wanting to move closer. There's almost like an incentive here with this Two of Cups. So it's almost like the universe is like, hey Libra, do you want this? Here it is. If you want it, you got to confront your fear. And we gotta like move you beyond these like underdeveloped archetypes to get you back into you feeling like yourself again in the Justice card. Yeah. So justice will come in for you. It comes in for everyone, especially I've been seeing it all across the board when it comes to Venus energies. Taurus and Libra have these really interesting dynamics that are taking place. There's even 3 people here. Knight of Cups, Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. You might have an interesting dynamic that's playing out here between possibly 2 other people. And it's like there could be some karma that's playing out here. It's trying to even out the situation from some people that you've been connected to, okay? Let me dive into the extended Libra. I'll see whatever else wants to come out. If you guys want to join me over there, of course, feel free. Go down below, click on the Vimeo link, see it over there. But Libra, if this is where we leave things, sending you so much love, wishing you all the very best. See you in your next reading. Take care.